Alright, so time for another week of what sold for me over the last week. Had lots, definitely a good amount of sale. Actually, I should say, definitely a lot of sales. Definitely, I'd say an average week of selling just fire and police patches. So we're gonna start off with Crystal Beach, New York, $6.99 on that one. It's a New York one that I didn't keep for myself. I don't keep all the New York ones. I do sell off a good amount of them. Next is subdued Okaloosa County Sheriff down in Florida, $5.99 on that one. Next is Pinal County, Arizona Sheriff, $7.99 on this one. And this was actually, this is when I was doing a lot of the one that had that Amherst ERT team patch in it. It was that lot that I was going through, and there was actually two of these Pinal County ones, two different styles. So I did where I just immediately list it and then do the sell similar and then just change the photos of it, and then this sold pretty much instantly from me doing that. So that was definitely good, and that was before I had even started getting to listing those. Next was a Greenwood Lake ambulance in New York as well, $6.99 on that one. Red Hook New York Fire. This one sold 10% on 10% offer, $6.29 on that one. FBI New York Hazmat Team Joint Terrorist Task Force, $8.99 on that one. So that also must have been on a 10% off, I think. I don't even remember sending an offer on this, but a lot of times I just see the send offers and kind of just look at the custom SKU, and then from that I can tell how long I've had it. If it's something that's, fairly new, I usually can figure it out. So I'll just send the offers on them. Next was the Sarasota and Bradenton, Florida Airport Police. This sold for $7.99 and actually went to a guy in Bradenton. Next is South County, California Fire, $5.99 on that one. Next, Riverside County Sheriff, California, I'm pretty sure, $8.99 on that one. And I want to say I have another one that I just got in that last lot of used ones that finally came in. That I call the dirty lot, because they all look dirty, because they are dirty. So they're almost all of them are. There's a couple new ones in there, so I'm pretty sure there was another Riverside County in that one as well. Next, North Las Vegas Fire Rescue. As you can see, $5.94. As you can see, save 15%. Was listed for $6.99. I'm running a sale right now of anything that I've had over 90 days is 15% off. And I'm doing that for about a week. Here, I want to say like this Saturday or Sunday is when it's ending. I did it for about a week and some change, maybe like 10 days. Do 15% off to try and get some of the older inventory out of here, as I have way too many patches. I'm overflowing with patches. The file cabinet and drawer that I use, that I store them in, is overflowing. And like I said, out of that lot of dirty, there was 100 of them right there, plus the Amherst one that was like 50. I've been definitely getting some larger lots. There was a lot of 125, so I've definitely been picking up some bigger lots. So that's taking up that have to be spread out over 2-3 envelopes. So it's taking up a lot of space. So I would like to turn and burn and just get rid of them. I'm probably gonna give it, and then actually after this sale's over, I'm probably gonna do 20% off anything that's been in here for over 180 days. Maybe do that for I might do that for about 2 weeks. And then that's when I'll start going through and gathering up some of the older stuff, putting them together in lots of police and fire, putting the two lots together, and then auctioning them off and getting rid of them. Some of them I've sold quite a lot out of the lot that I picked up. Some not as much. Some the price per patch is kind of higher and lower, so kind of put it maybe kind of like an average with it, or try and figure it out. As you can see, sale ends in 4 days. So, but like I said, so next we have this Pike, New York, and over in Wyoming County. As you can see, I still have 2 left, and I've sold all the other ones. Yeah, 6 sold. 6 sold. There's the 2 available, and then there was 10 of these that I picked up. I kept the 1 for myself. I sold the 1 local, and then the other 8 were listed on eBay, and I'm down to 2 now. So not a bad run on those. Oh, I should have, now thinking about it, opened up the tab, the 2 tabs that have some inventory pickups that I did that are coming in. Alright, so next we have this Allentown and this Detroit. As you can see, these both sold together. Both sold as part of the sale, 15% off. So $424 on Allentown and $339 on Detroit. It's just a basic, generic Detroit, city of Detroit patch. Next, these two sold together. This Holcomb, Missouri, and this Risco, Missouri Police. Both of these sold together. As you can see, $3.99, not big ones. But they did sell together and are going to Missouri. And these are actually kind of on the thicker side, and then with the envelopes, and then with the bag, putting them together. I'm hoping this one doesn't get returned to me for insufficient postage, because it's of it being non-millable. Or actually, if it's over an ounce, I didn't actually check to see if it was or not, actually, which I should have done. I guess we'll find out in a few days here if it gets returned to me or not. Although sometimes the post office it'll be weeks before they, get something back to me. The one time it was months. It was literally months on end before it got returned. So, next is St. Petersburg, Florida Police. As you can see, another one that sold on the 15% off. Running that sale was definitely a good idea. It definitely helped get me some sales. 2, 4, 6. I got 10 of the sales this week were from running that sale. Ingram, Marshals, Police. I didn't even put police. Oh well, Marshals Department. But in Texas hat size patch, $4.99 on that one. Portland. Oh, this one, Portland, Oregon Bureau of Police. This one did not sell for $5.99. I had it listed for $5.99. I received a message saying would I take $4 for it. I counted back at $4.75 because I probably shouldn't have even done that, because I had just listed it. I think that was the day before. I was say it was 1 or 2 days beforehand. Then I received that message of would you take 4, but it was a repeat buyer, so and I don't really mind that much. It's definitely that with patches, the name of the game is sell it pretty much any way possible, as long as you're still making a buck. Just get it out of here. Webster, Massachusetts Police. As you can see, another one of the 15% off. This one's, that one corner is kind of bent there. I did kind of bend it back when I shipped it, but as you can see, it's marked as used anyways, because the 2 ends right there are kind of curled up. And then the back, it's a little bit of rough shape. Next is this. It's just a blank police department patch. It's just a generic, pretty much police department, but it's got no actual town on it, town or city or anything. So sold that one again, also 15% off. Kind of like you'd use on like a movie set or whatever. Props. Some of them, sometimes you'll see on their jackets it'll just say like police department or security. It'll be a patch kind of like this. Sometimes in like movies and TV shows, if you look at their shoulders on patches of uniforms, and sometimes it is the actual patch. Next is this Florida EMT. I have so many of these stupid things, of these Florida EMTs in this orange color. I have so many of these damn things. Sold this one for $5.99. This came out of the lot of 70, so it was kind of the one that might have some that had smelled to it, that smelled of mold and mildew, and that kind of smell to it. But I do know I have at least, I want to say, 4 other ones of these ones. It's definitely a very common patch. I have so many of them stupid things. Next is this Coral Gables, Florida Fire Department patch. I want to say this sold together with Oh yeah, it's sold together with this one, I'm pretty sure. These two sold together, both $5.99 a piece. Pretty sure it was those two. Next is Maryland States Firemen's Association. As you can see, had it listed for $7.99. The 15% on it, $6.79. Miami Correction Section, $6.99 on that one. Laredo, Texas, United Independent School District Police patch. As you can see, so that was part of the sale as well. And it says I have two. I know I do have a second one of this, but I don't know where it is. I know I have it because I seen it not that long ago, but I don't know which envelope it's in. So I actually did end up ending this listing because I don't know where it is, and I don't really want to go searching for it, even though I'm about 99% sure I do have a second one of this. But I do remember I sold this actually previously. This was months back. I did sell it. I'm pretty sure it was on offer. I sent out the offer. The guy accepted it, but never paid. So I can't, cancel the order on it. Or no, was this the guy that said he wanted to pay me? Or that he wanted it, but he wasn't going to pay me for a couple weeks? Or something. It was a story along that line, I remember it. I'm pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, it was like November or something, and he said he wasn't going to pay till like December. It was like 3 weeks later or something. He wanted it. Yeah, he wanted it, but and I relisted it, and he never bought it again. He didn't buy it. I didn't block him, so he could have bought it, but he never did. So obviously he was full of it. Next is I'm pretty sure this was Pennsylvania police. Just another blank one. This should have been part of the sale. Oh no, because it says start time May 18, 2022, which is not right. Oh yes, this was something that I'm pretty sure I'd stopped the listing. I'd ended it. I was going to sell it off in a little lot. There was a small lot that I made that I was going to sell off that didn't work out. So then these got relisted. So actually that's why it wasn't part of the sale, because otherwise this would have been, because it's definitely old enough. Next is these two sold together. This Randolph County, Illinois, and this Will County, Illinois. As you can see, this one's a sergeant's uniform takeoff. As you can see, the uniform is still on it. Sold that for $8.99, and then this Randolph County sold for $7.99. These sold practically instantly. I'd say within the hour of me doing the listing them. I had a bunch of drafts that I was going through, like I usually do. I'll go through the whole lot pretty much all at once, or over like over a sitting, 2 or 3 days, depending on how big it is, and I'll just bust out all the drafts at once, so then I can, throughout the week, I can get them listed. I can, just do the finished, or published listing and get them listed. So these sold practically instantly, which was good. And then these next two, this NYPD and then this FDNY. This one was the Red Edge in specific. $4.99 for FDNY, and then New York City, $7.99 on that. Those two sold together, and it was going to, I want to say, it was going downstate. I want to say it wasn't actually New York City. It was just outside of it. I want to say, was it Hempstead, or was it Horseheads? If it was Horseheads, that's central New York. That's not really downstate. Hempstead is downstate. Wherever it's going. I still have it. I have to pull these. I haven't even pulled them yet to get them sent out. And actually, I'm gonna hold off for a second. I'm gonna bring you guys back on the two little inventory pickups that I did. So I'm gonna bring you back here in a minute. Alright, so I'm gonna show you these couple little quick inventory pickups that I did this weekend. Starting off is this lot of 10 River Road Fire, which is right here in Tonawanda. Not the district I live in, it's one of the neighboring departments, and it's a tiny, their service area is tiny. It's 3 residential streets on the outskirts of town, surrounded by all heavy industrial. A lot of our heavy industrial is out in their district. Like there's a 3M plant. Tonawanda Coke used to be out there, the Huntley Power Plant, that both of those are closed. Huntley and Tonawanda Coke, both of those are closed. The 3M plant, DuPont, is out that way. But like I said, they also do water rescue, out in the Niagara River, in combination with Grand Island and the city of Tonawanda. I do have This I do have River Road already in my personal collection. I'm not exactly sure if it's exactly this style. Actually, I'll have to double check. But I do know I have a River Road in my collection. So I figured I'll pick this up. I can sell one of them. I can do to my local buyer. And then these are also good to have in hand for any trades, possible trades. And then I figured I'd just sell the rest off. And River Road doesn't come up that often, but you'll see that this is not as rare as I think it is. But next I picked up this lot of 10 Shelby over in Orleans County. Again, I already have this in my collection myself. I want to say, I don't even remember when I picked it up or what I paid for, but I'm sure this technically is cheaper because these will come out to about $3 a piece. So, again, I can sell to one local trade, possible trades, and just sell the rest of them off. And then I also picked up this little lot of 20 fire. Nothing special out of this Indianapolis one. That's not worth a lot. I still have one, actually. I'm pretty sure that I've gotten a different lot. This Pride of Midtown FDNY one. I know I've sold that one before. On this Air Force Base, this Minot Air Force Base, I know I've sold that one before as well. Like I said, nothing special in this one at all. Other than it only had one bidder on it. And then I put in another bid on it. And ended up winning it. And what I didn't realize is that actually, that all three of these were the same seller. And this auction was ending like 10 minutes later after I made that purchase. I also picked up one for myself. New York State Police EVOC patch as well. So this one he knocked down to free shipping for me. So that actually made this an even better deal. Just, tax, which is only like $2 or $3. It wasn't too much on it. So, these are, I got them for about $1 a piece, which is pretty good. But you'll see here that, today I was looking, on the fire patches like I always do. I usually check a couple times a day, see what other, see if there's any lots that come up or anything for my personal collection. And you'll see here another lot of 10 of the Shelby ones, another lot of 5 of River Road, and then an actual River Road one for auction at $375. I figured I was going to have complete market control of these of River Road here. But like I said, he's got it for $375, and I definitely can't list it for $375. It's going to cost me $3 a piece as it is to get them. Then after fees, it'll be like $1.50. Well, actually, if it's under about $4 or $5, usually it's only like $1. But I usually figure $1.50 in fees, and then I usually charge $1 shipping. So I figured I was gonna list them for like $7.99. But the auction is this specific auction that he's running is for 7 days, so that's not even ending till Monday. Monday night. These still have to get to me. These are in the post office system on its way here. It's still down in Florida. So, it'll take another 2-3 days for them to even get here. And then, I have such a backlog of patches at the moment. These won't even be listed for another probably 2 weeks. They'll be sitting around. I won't even be able to list them because I have so much backlog at the moment. But the backlog is all police stuff, pretty much. I do want some more fire stuff, actually, so these may get moved up on the schedule. When they come in, they might get moved up. I want to sprinkle in a couple of fire ones mixed in with the police ones while I'm listing. So that is that for this week. That concludes this week of things that I've sold. A couple things I picked up for some more inventory. I also have some personal stuff coming in as well. Some Buffalo Fire stuff that I won. That's coming in. So, but other than that, that will do it for this week. We'll see you guys